on nominations. This week, the American people have gotten their real first look of what's in store for them under a second Trump administration. And it's very bad news for the working and middle class. Senate Republicans, of course, are in the majority. They control, to a large extent, the final outcome of each nominee in this chamber if they stick together. And Donald Trump's hold on Senate Republicans, as we've seen throughout the nominations process, is very, very strong. Even so, there are two reasons why holding these hearings is extremely important regardless of outcome. First, they create a contrast between the parties. People will see what we stand for and our Republican colleagues stand for as they support Trump's nominees. And second, the hearings create a record to hold these nominees accountable should they fail on the job down the line, which unfortunately I think many will, given their meager qualifications. The contrast between who Democrats will fight for and who Republicans will fight for is becoming exceedingly obvious thanks to these hearings. On the Democratic side, we want answers to the things Americans are worried most about. What does Donald Trump's agenda mean for jobs, for inflation? What are Trump's tariffs going to do to people's bottom lines? Will it send prices shooting up? And people are going to ask, are my prescription drugs going to get more expensive? They're going to ask, will our broken tax system become even more unfair under President Trump in a way that rigs the system for the ultra-wealthy? These are the questions Americans care about. These are the things Democrats want answers to from President Trump's nominees. And in many cases, the answers are very, very troubling. Second, even if these nominees are confirmed in the end, given Donald Trump's hold on Senate Republicans that is so absolute, the American people deserve to have a record they can reference down the line. Candidly, many of President Trump's nominees are not fit for the job. Look at Pete Hegseth. Confirming some of these people would be a reckless roll of the dice for our country. But Republicans, under pressure from President Trump, President-elect Trump, seem willing to press ahead nonetheless. Should the time come that some of these nominees fail on the job, the hearings we're holding right now will come back to haunt our Republican colleagues, because the warnings will have been there from the start. By asking tough questions, by getting nominees on the record, by establishing that many of these individuals are unfit, these hearings will have been the canary in the coal mine that warns everyone that some of these nominees are too great a risk. So Democrats will continue to uphold our responsibility to scrutinize each nominee on the issues Americans care about. We'll continue asking the tough questions because working people deserve to know whose side Donald Trump is truly on. Is it working people like Donald Trump claims, or is it corporate special interests like his nominations all too often suggest?